Well. I didn't expect this movie to be made.
Your father, your mama just didn't tell you.
You're lucky. They'll give you the opportunity to do the right thing. This ain't one of those times. Call 911.
So The Equalizer 2 is directed by Anton Fuqua, who directed the first movie and stars Denzel Washington. This movie is basically about Rob McCall from the first movie, played by, once again, Denzel Washington. He's still a vigilante that just kills people just to save other people, until his best friend and also his colleague from the first movie, Susan Plummer, played by Melissa Leo, I hope I said her name right, got murdered by these thugs, and of course, Rob is very pissed. He's going out on a revenge path, of course, to find out who those killers are. Now, I wasn't expecting that Equalizer is making a sequel. Like, I just saw, like, the poster of the movie, and that's how I found out it's making a sequel. And I only watched the first trailer, and I'm like, okay, this could be okay. Because Anton Fuqua is probably one of the most underrated directors, like, ever. Like, he made movies like Training Day. Also, he made movies like Southpaw. And also The Magnificent Seven. He made pretty underrated films. Like, the critics don't really criticize him that well. To me, I liked most of his films. I thought his films are very, very effective and really unique. And especially the first Equalizer movie, I really enjoyed the first Equalizer movie. I thought it was a really damn good action thriller revenge movie. I really like that as type of movies that it's just a revenge movie and also a thriller. I like those type of movies. I like most genres with movies. But action movies, one of my favorite genres because I just love action movies. Like, I like when I see a lot of brutal action movies, and I like seeing fight scenes. Equalizer 1 is probably one of the most underrated action films. Like, I love most of the scenes in the movie because Denzel Washington is such a badass from the first movie. So, I'm pretty interested in Equalizer 2. And I watched it, and what do I think of it? I'm gonna be honest, guys. The Equalizer 2 really disappointed me. Now, this movie's not a terrible movie. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this movie has some pretty great, impressive action scenes like the first movie, and it really saved this movie a lot because the action scenes, Anton Fuqua knows how to shoot action scenes. He knows how to do it because, my god, the action scenes were so great. The opening scene, I'm not going to spoil what happens in the opening scene, but damn, it was a great opening scene. The action scenes are just so brutal. Even the final battle of the movie, I really enjoyed. And also, the thing that stole the entire movie, you guessed it, it's Denzel Washington. He is still a freaking badass in this entire movie. There's so many scenes that he just makes a calm face when he talks to people. And I just like that, because he's not like any other tough guy, just like, walks like, because he's like buff or something, he just walks in with like, with an angry face. No, he's just calm, and then he's like, bang, he's ready to fight him. And if I'm like near Denzel Washington right now, if, like, he's that character in real life, I wouldn't want to mess with him, because he could break my whole entire arm off. Because Denzel Washington is really good in this film. He's still the badass that we've seen him from the first movie. And we do feel sorry for him when Susan died in the film, because, you know what, it's very heartbreaking when you see his best friend and the buddy that loves the most died. And you do feel for Denzel Washington the entire film. And those two things really saved the movie for me. But the biggest problem with this film that really disappointed me is that this film takes itself a little bit too seriously. Like the first movie, it does take it seriously, but not too much, because it knows what it is. It's a fun, damn good action movie. This movie, it's more of like, kind of like a mystery investigation film. We don't get much action scenes that we have from the first movie. And it's not that I just want to see the movie because of the action scenes. I want to see the movie because of its story. The story in the movie, a little bit cliche. Like, the investigating parts of the movie did tear this movie apart a bit, and it makes me want to think, just get another action scene, please save this movie a bit. But of course, there's so many scenes when Denzel Washington is investigating, and it looks cool when you investigate and walks through things, but it just disappointed me. Like, I really think they could have just put a little bit more action scenes, or with the investigative scene, that could be just a random fight scene. I'll be like, that saved the entire movie, that saved it. But most of the scenes were just investigating parts, and that's the thing that disappointed me about this movie the most, is that it is a little bit boring. Like, most of the scenes we've seen many times before. Speaking of many times before, the villains of the movie. Can't they just change the villains? Like, make the villains very original? Because the villains in the movie is like every typical revenge villains that we've seen many times before. I kind of even forgotten who the villain was in this movie. That's how forgettable the villains were in this movie. Don't get me wrong that I hate this movie. I don't. Like, this movie has some enjoyable elements. The action scenes were fun. Denzel Washington is just really fantastic to watch. This film was just an okay, mediocre film. But it's not a film that I would say just go out and see. Because I think this movie might disappoint you if you like the first movie. Because this movie is trying to be a different movie. And it didn't work out. I just want to see more of aspects like the first Equalizer movie. I'm going to give the Equalizer 2 a C. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen the Equalizer 2. Do you like the movie or hate the movie? Just let me know in the comments below. And guys, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Stardust. And I got 2 reviews coming up. I got one for Mission Impossible Fallout that I might see tomorrow. And also, I'm also going to see a screening for Christopher Robin. Very early screening. So guys, look forward to that. So guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And have a nice day.